Alright. So, first things first. We have one hell of a mess to clean up here because we have too many missions going on at the same time. I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. Little bit more than I can chew. What do we have going here? That's the fuel tanker that's useless. This is the Jewel satellite. This is a jittery jet. We need to bring this home. Well, let's go check out what this jittery jet's doing. I think this is Valentina. Yes, this is Valentina's mission. So, the transfer window, this should be set to come home. Do they got their... Yeah, they got it deployed. Yep, that's bringing her home. So we don't got to worry about that for 270 days. 270 days for Valentina's crew. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh yeah, the 18-minute burn time. I remember now. Alright. So we know that the 7 booster engine is not going to work. Nine and 9 is 18. So we're going to do some experimenting here. Do we not have... Oh yeah, that's why this isn't going to work. There's no RCS on this thing. So let's just deorbit this. We gotta go back to the drawing board. That was a $500,000 blunder. It's so heavy that I don't even know if I put reaction wheels on that thing. You know, it might as well just delete that. Alright, let's deorbit. Man, that's some hardcore solar panels. Alright. That's one problem solved. Next one. Let's see what this one has. A 17-minute burn. Where am I? Ah. So, does this have reaction wheels? Yeah, this one might be actually viable to send. It has 8,000... It's a 2,000 meter per second burn at 17 minutes. So let's see what happens. So, let's skip it ahead one. There we go. Alright, alright. Let's just see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Why can't I fast... Alright, whatever. Alright, we got this. By the way, if anyone's watching this in the future, how you doing? Welcome to my humble stream. We are playing some Kerbal Space Program on the PlayStation 5. It's alright. I don't think this has to be an exact burn. We're just trying to cut down a little bit on that second burn. We're trying to maximize on this Oberth effect here. But in order to do that, we need to create an irregular, elongated orbit. Which means I want to put that periapsis as close to that maneuver node there as possible. Because science. And I do apologize, I haven't been going live. Life has been a teeny bit stressful lately. Alright. Let's cut that one out. So that dropped it down to a 16-minute. What is happening here? That's 2,138. Oh, that's the correction burn. Okay, so we can get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Just got to reset this mission a little bit. Alright, so... It's 2 minutes, that's still acceptable. 3 minutes. We'll do that one right here. And fast forward. So 1 minute 40 seconds-ish. Somewhere in here. See, that's why I shouldn't wait so long between playing this. I forget what I was doing. But I think this ship has a real shot at making it to Jewel. I just got to cut down that final transfer time from 16 minutes as low as I can possibly get it. And if I push this on the edge of Kerbin's sphere of influence, that should eliminate, what, 12-ish, 100 meters per second from that burn? We should be seeing that push way, way out. Just takes forever. Is Jewel even in the right spot? I mean, it kind of looks like it. Alright, preparing for engine shutdown. Preparing for engine shutdown. 3, 2, 1, and engine shutdown. Alright. Now at the periapsis again, we'll add another maneuver. Come on. Oh, I hate how the buttons switch. And we'll throw on some more Delta V. See how it escaped? We want to go just before that. And how close can we get it? Right about there. That's another 1 minute burn. So 1 minute 19 seconds, that would be right around 40 seconds. So 120. 30 seconds would be 1 minute. So 50 seconds. Somewhere around 50 seconds, maybe. I'm so bad at math when it comes. I can't do math in my head very well. On paper, I'm pretty good at it. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. We are shooting for Jewel. We already had this rocket launched. This is a big boy. This is the Tensei Zangetsu experimental aircraft piloted by Mitfree Kerman. Why did we send the C team? Because there's no guarantee that this is going to work. So what we're doing is we're shooting for Jewel. But if we had tried to transfer straight to Jewel, it would have taken us a 16-minute burn. And 16-minute burn time is no bueno. Not very good. So, in order to try and mitigate that burn time, we are capitalizing on a scientific process called the Oberth effect, which means that now if we put a maneuver here and zoom back out, it should take that 16-minute burn time well, we shaved 10 minutes off of it for what that's worth. Let's see. 10-minute burn time in 41 days at 1,400 meters per second. So, I mean, we shaved off almost about 6 minutes of our burn time. I'm still not convinced that a 10-minute burn is doable, but we're going to try. We are going to try. Why? Because that's what we do. And by the way, if it's your very first time dropping into the stream, do me a solid favor and hit the thumbs up button down below, because our Kerbals need a lot more training. Every thumbs up gets them more training. Alright, so remembering buttons. There we go. So we're about to find out if the Tensei Zangetsu, the crown jewel, the latest and greatest, can make it to Jewel. I'm not convinced. Alright. So 6 minutes. I say we wait till 5:15, 5:16. I think we wait till 5:16 to hit the thrust. I think that'll be our best shot. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I set this Oberth effect up a little wrong. There is an easier way to do it. But I haven't been playing. I've been playing Minecraft a lot. Probably too much. We'll start at 5. We'll start at 5:20. I think that's what we'll do. 520, that gives us a little bit more burn time on this side. But I'm not 100% convinced that a 10-minute burn time is going to be doable. But Tensei Zangetsu might get shelved if this doesn't work. See? What we did is we put that on the very, very edge of escape velocity. Man, I'm holding my breath and I don't even know why. I don't know why I'm holding my breath for this. This will be our first trip out to Jewel. We do have an ongoing mission to Eve. So Jebediah is currently on a polar orbit to Eve. Or at Eve, is a better grammatically correct way to say it. And he is currently scanning the surface looking for suitable landing sites. Where are we at in this? We're coming up on that maneuver node pretty fast. But that's okay, because the closer, I think, the closer we get to the periapsis here, the more efficient we're going to be. So the more effect we should start seeing. Theoretically. This will be the farthest we've ever sent Kerbals. And I'm not 100% convinced that we'll have enough solar power to keep it charged. Which is, again, why we sent the D team, C team. What did I call them? Because the A team is Jebediah, Bill, and Bob. The B team is Valentina and whoever's available. This is literally the C team. Still sitting, we're going to sit at about 5,000 to 6,000 meters per second on our way out. We'll probably eat up quite a bit of that doing an orbit. Maybe this might turn into a flyby. We'll have to see what happens. Either way, it'll be a significant achievement for this playthrough. It's been a while since we've been anywhere new. We've been launching a lot of missions to Jewel. Or, I mean Eve, not Jewel. How are we looking? We are sporting 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 are firing. We are sporting 7 nuclear engines. Alright, now we are passing periapsis now. Now we see if this will work or not. We're approaching 3,000 meters per second. Orbital speed. Orbital speed. We're pushing that apoapsis out and out and out. Five minutes, 20 seconds remaining. 720 more meters per second to go. We are looking okay. Our boys are looking good. And it just occurred to me that I may have made a tiny itty bitty error. I probably should have sent a scientist with this expedition. But that's okay. This is more to test the machine's capability than to actually gather science. So, I mean, it would be good to gather the science, because we can, even though we have the entire tech tree unlocked, we can sell the science for more money. But that's okay. Like I said, this is more to test the Tensei Zangetsu's capability, because I think, in all honesty, I'm going about this the wrong way by trying to build bigger. I think that's a mistake. Because bigger just means you need more fuel. And the more fuel you have, the heavier it gets. The heavier it gets, the lower the effectiveness is. That apoapsis has slowed down quite a bit. It's still going though. We are zooming through the cosmos at 3,377 meters per second and rising. Temperature is good. Monopropellant is good. Liquid fuel is good. Electrical charge is good. Abrasive material is good. Did I put air brakes on this bad boy? I did put air brakes on this bad boy. Alright, so we could probably save a little bit of fuel by trying to do some aero braking in Joule's atmosphere. That'll cut down the amount of fuel we need to slow down and achieve an orbit. if we end up doing an orbit. This could end up just being a flyby, not gonna lie. Because I don't know exactly how much fuel we're gonna need to get back. Again, totally a test flight. What is that? Oh, we don't want. Well, come on, give me my. Oh, cool. All right. There we go. We have achieved a transfer. Okay, so now, focus view. Let's see where we're going here. Alright, so we need a itty bitty mid-course correction. So, let's dial this way back. Oh, no, we're going the wrong way. First of all, let's... Alright, we're gonna need this to hurry it up a little bit. There we go. Now, this way. Alright, so what do we got here? So many moons to deal with. Alright, so let's dial this down just a tiny bit. We want to try to come in relatively equatorial, which it looks like we're... Oh, whoa, too much. Too much. We're somewhere about here. There we go. Whoa. What do we got here? Tylo. I wonder... There we go. So, what do we got here? Lathe. Now, I know we can air brake on lathe, but I kind of want to avoid that. Hold on, I need to find out. How deep in joules? How deep in joules atmosphere is dangerous to a aero brake? Yes, I'm using the Google. Any altitude below 195 kilometers is dangerous. So 195,000 meters. So what are we at? Alright, so let's pull this back down substantially. Whoa, we're hitting something again. Well, this may be... Hold on, maybe we do this. I don't think that's going to do anything. Oh my goodness, we have a problem. What is this? Um... This poses a wee bit of a problem. Alright. This is a bit of an issue. So many moons. I could try shooting for Lathe. And try arrow breaking off of Lathe, maybe? What do you think we should do, chat? Just send it, right? I hear someone in the chat just saying send it. Just send it. Alright, let's... Maybe what we do is we come in and slow down here. Maybe we slow down... Oh my goodness. Maybe we could kind of come in here. Because the idea was supposed to be to use Joule's atmosphere. But we need to be about 200 to 300 kilometers and not 2 million kilometers. And I don't have any information. See, there was a satellite that was coming out to scan stuff here, and we abandoned the satellite mission because it was going to take 18 minutes of burn time to get out here. So we need to redesign the satellite a little bit. Oh my goodness. You know what? I guess we'll just leave it here for the next 270 days. I guess the only way we're going to learn is by doing. Right? Right. Hey, thanks for hitting that like button. Whoever that was, I appreciate it. Alright, so... do a quick save. And now we need to do the jittery jet. We need to get Valentina home, which should be less than 270 days. It's 231 days. So let's put you on your mission heading. Let's find out what fuel you're working with. Alright, we got plenty of everything. And we got ourselves a new pilot for coming out here. Valentina was on a rescue mission. Well, that's disturbing. What's in the service bay? Oh, monoprop. Okay. I'm kind of curious to know why there's a gap there. That's interesting. Why does it feel like we're going so slow? This is the jittery jet. This should be my maneuverable one. Yaw, pitch, roll. Maybe I gotta put roll on for all these? I'm just kind of curious to know. I turned them off to save on monopropellant. But, truth be told, not super important. That's bugging me, though. So, where's our maneuver? Our maneuver to get home is way out here. What do we got going on here? It's so hard to see sometimes. There we go. That gets us our encounter. Come on. Come on, I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's dial that way back. Alright, not that far back, apparently. Now, we don't have to do this pretty. We're going to be coming in super hot on this. Like, really fast. God damn mun. What do we got? What do we got? 42. Alright, let's drop this down just a tiny bit. Wow. Fucking send it, right? So this is in 231 days. So let's save it and do it. We can see our other rocket heading out towards Jewel right there, the C team. So we're looking to burn at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. We'll do a full burn. We got a risky it's going to be a risky re-entry. I am not going to sugarcoat this. This re-entry is sketchy. So here we go. 2, 1, now. Alright guys, thank you for dropping in. If you're dropping in for the first time, we are setting up a sketchy re-entry. This is gonna be hot. Hot, 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 hot. Well, I mean, the good thing is we are slowing ourselves down for this maneuver, so... So, I mean, that's a plus. Now the bad thing here is that I got so much crap in the tracking station. We got orbital lines going every freaking where. Alright, halfway there. We are halfway through this burn. If you guys are joining for the very first time, don't be afraid to hit the comment section up. Drop a like if you want to stay anonymous. You can hit that thumbs up button and I won't know it's you. I won't know it's you unless you drop in the comments and say, hey. Help support these Kerbals getting home safely. We are playing Kerbal Space Program on PS5. The hardest way to play. Not only are we playing Kerbal Space Program on a console, we're using a controller, and it's completely vanilla with no DLC whatsoever. Come on. Man, I always end up trying to like hold my breath for these kinds of burns. It's like edge of the seat intensity. But I'm a nerd, so it'd be like that sometimes. I'm doing is dropping my throttle back a little bit so we don't overcook this. Or, I mean, we still might. But I'm pulling that throttle down. Hopefully, we'll see a line showing up here any second now. Any second now. Aha, there's our line. We want to get that nice and close. We need it inside the atmosphere. We're gonna go do something right quick. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here in just a second. Now look how slow we can make it move. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous, just gorgeous. Now we can reactivate these engines because the next time we need them, we're going to be trying to bleed off some of this speed. We do not want to enter Kerbin's atmosphere at 6,633 meters per second. I don't think it will go well. It may not go horribly wrong, but it probably would. Alright. So if we add a maneuver, that's 271 more days. So let's just... There we go. And it's gonna... Holy crap. In order to achieve this orbit, we would have to dump 1,100 meters per second. 1,200 meters per second almost, which is fine. We have all the fuel in the world to do that. But we don't want to do that. So now, let's save it again. We'll go back to the tracking station, and we're going to check on our other ship real quick. I hope you guys are having a great day today, by the way. All right. So now what we need to do, focus view, and since this is a mid-course correction burn, I'm just going to burn it now. There's no real reason to wait. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Well, apparently it made a little bit of a difference. No, I just didn't burn it all. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, I flinched. Alright. There we go. I think that's good. Now, how many days till we get there? 1 year? Alrighty then. But let's just see if we crank this bad boy up. You know what? I'm curious now. What if I... That would get us a flyby of, what is that, Lathe? Yeah, we could knock out a flyby of Lathe and Jewel in 1 year for 1170. So that's 6,500. 65, that'd be 55, 54, 53, 30. 5330, I think, would be our remaining fuel after this maneuver. So 5330, I'm hoping is enough to get us back. If not, we might be leaving these guys in orbit for a while. Like, a long while, because this is going to be a year. Almost 2 years. 2 years. Holy Jeebus. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Tracking station. Let's jump back to the other guys. Hey, I keep seeing the numbers pop up and down. If you guys are dropping in for the first time, I appreciate you clicking on my humble little stream there. Do me a solid favor and consider hitting the thumbs up button to help support Kerbals. The Kerbal Safety Program relies on your thumbs up to function. So, oh my goodness, I'm ready for naps already. Alright. Boom. Actually, we want to shut this off and turn this on. So we know we have about 2 years on that mission, so let's just go ahead and hurry this along a little bit. We are doing good on all consumables. Man, I don't know if someone's jumping in and jumping out or if we're getting some good traffic here, but I don't want to keep saying it over and over again, but I appreciate you guys for clicking on the stream, coming in. You can say hey in the comment section, drop a thumbs up. Alright, you can see us approaching our target destination, which is Kerbin. And we should be hitting Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. Now. Alright. So, let's get that time warp going again. Well, we're not going as fast as I thought we would be, which is a positive thing. We're not doing, 8,000 meters per second. All right. Let's see how we have 14 minutes until we hit the periapsis, right? Yep, 14 minutes. So, did I ever hotbar this? I did hotbar this. Which one is... There we go. Now the question is do we jettison the nuclear stage now? Or do we try to recover the nuclear stage? I mean, it would save us money if we could recover it. So let's try. Air brakes have been engaged. We are running off of battery power at the moment. Actually, what we want to do here is retrograde as opposed to... There we go. Because this is pointless now. That was just to give us a time. Alright. I don't think we're going to be able to recover the nuclear stage, honestly. Because it's extremely heavy. Especially when we have, like, 82% of our fuel left. But we can use it to slow down. Well, we got some heating going on. I think we're doing okay. Valentina is a good pilot. There we go. We're just doing this because we have the fuel to burn. And I mean, the more fuel we burn off, the more likely we are to be able to recover the entire vessel. I still don't think we're going to be able to. I think it's going to be far too heavy. We're going to probably end up jettison the engines off. But now look, now we have a periapsis of 30,000 kilometers instead of, you know, whatever. We're good. So we'll just do another trip around. We're still good on electric charge. Reorient just a little bit. And the process goes on and on and on. Alright, we are officially inside the atmosphere. You guys can see the atmospheric pressure is now rising, and there's the heating. We're going to watch this periapsis drop. Watch the apoapsis drop. And bleed off some more fuel. Don't really have a reason not to. We're at 44,000 meters. Thick 44! Alright. We got this. Oh, I swear. Try to bleed off some more of this fuel. The more fuel we bleed off, the more likely we are to be able to try and rescue this lower stage. And again, the only reason I'm even trying to rescue the lower stage is for saving money. But she's staying stable. We're using those engines as a makeshift heat shield. We're slowing down nicely. What I'm doing with those air brakes is I'm allowing them to cool pull them in to allow them to cool. Then I put them out to slow us down. Yeah, it wasn't going to slow down enough. I made the call. It would have killed us. I think it would have blown up the whole ship to try and save that. No amount of money is worth our Kerbals. And safe touchdown. Recover vessel. Look at that. We didn't even need that heat shield, honestly. That's a lot of weight we could get rid of. But that's there for safety. 101 science earned. Wait, why is it negative 101 science? We have 58,363,051 Kerbucks. Our reputation is through the roof. All right. Tracking station. So that's 2 missions down. We still have 3 ongoing. Well, the fuel tanker we could probably just get rid of. Let's go check the fuel tanker out real quick. We could probably just crash this right into Eve. If there's even enough fuel left. This was a failed idea. Yeah, this was a completely... Oh, that's right. There's no power left to it. I forgot about that. We never redeployed our solar panels. So this is a dead ship anyway. Good to know. It was a failed mission no matter what. The idea behind it was to refuel Jebediah over here in this orbit. What is that? Huh. I don't know what that means. But we can go back here now and finish our trip to Jewel. Yeah, I learned my lesson about launching like 6 missions at a time, okay? It was really stressful. And we still have an entire year before we even get there. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. We still have an entire year. And there's my tinnitus deciding, oh my god, that hurts. I hear you. Okay. Ring, ring, motherfucker. I hear it. Our Kerbals are sitting there nice and cozy watching Space Hulu. While they still can. What's our electricity look like? Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, rescue. Okay. Our electricity's still doing really good for being this far out. I was surprised at that. I was kind of worried that it wasn't going to produce enough. I was a little tiny worried about that. Where is Jewel? In our direction of travel? Or... Alright, hold on. I kind of want to see Jewel. As we approach... Just not sure where she is. Okay. Where is it? Wait, which way are we traveling? We should be able to see Jewel by now. It's not a tiny planet. Oh, there she is. Look at that. Look at that. First visit to the Jewel system. What do we got here? That should be Tylo. Right? I think that's Tylo. Crowned Jewel Trophy! Tylo. Another trophy. I think we'll get one more trophy for our flyby of Lathe. Alright, hold on. But before we... Just want to double check our trajectory. Alright, so before we do all that nonsense... I wonder, something screwed up our trajectory, I think. Hold on, something. Something screwed up our trajectory really bad. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna crash into the planet. I don't think I can fix this. What was the numbers? I don't remember. 195 kilometers, so we have to stay above 195 kilometers. Well, there's 242 kilometers. Oh, this is not good. This is no bueno. No bueno. Oh my goodness. I don't want to lose Kerbals. What was the number again? 195 kilometers. So as long as we stay above 195 kilometers, we should be safe. Come on, give me... Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Holy bejesus. We gotta burn now. Oh my, this is something. Emergency, emergency thrust procedures. This is bad. We could lose our first Kerbals. I think what happened was I think the gravity altered our course a little bit more than I thought it would on the way in. I don't know if we're going to be able to save them, guys. I don't know if this is going to work. If you're just dropping in for the first time, I could really use those thumbs up to save these Kerbals right now. We might be crashing into Jewel on our very first visit. Very first time to Jewel, and I screwed her up. But I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. A little bit rainy here in Michigan. I don't think we're saving this. That blue line is not moving as fast as we need it to. We might be losing Kerbals. Sorry. Swing low, sweet chariot. Now the question is do we tell them? Or do we let them figure it out for themselves? What's my altitude? What if I switch to straight prograde? No, that would be bad. I don't think we're saving it. Does not look like it's moving. This breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. I don't know how I messed up so badly. Maybe. We are raising our altitude rather quickly. There we go. Come on. We're shooting for above 190. Come on, it's going quick. We maybe I misjudged it. But 150, come on. All right, there's 190. Alright, now where does that put our orbit in the grand scheme of things? Wow. Yeah, that's not great. That's alright. Because if we add a maneuver here, and add a crap ton of retrograde, hey! Oleksii Rudkowski. I like that name. Finally. Yeah, finally. Oh my goodness. That was holy cow. Okay, here we go. So how's it going? Yeah, that was a nail biter there. That's 800. That puts us 765 4,800. I don't know how much I'm gonna need to get home. And I need to double check. Oh, come on. What do we have? Oh. Okay. We don't have action groups. What? Well, that makes things a tiny bit more complicated. A little bit harder. But we are up for the challenge. Alright, so we're going to hit atmosphere in about 30 minutes. And we're going to have to be ready to do these science experiments on the fly. What all do we have here? Yeah, we got quite a bit of science to do. I guess we could do this. Why is it not giving us all of it? What about this? Yeah, why is it not giving us all of it? Maybe it's because I don't have a scientist on board? You guys think? Might as well just do an observe. We have 2. Is this where... yeah. That's where our ungodly amount of monopropellant is. Probably a little bit of an overkill for this. But the idea was that we were going to leave this in orbit and just continuously refuel it. That was the original idea behind this craft. Alright. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to retract. I don't want the service bay. I want the satellite. We'll retract that for now. Because I don't know how rough this next maneuver is going to be. We are going really, really fast. Alright, I think we're hitting atmosphere. Let's see. Where are we? Retract. Come on. Temperature data. Pressure data. Gravity data. Alright, I think that's all of our science. Did I do temperature? No. Yeah, I already did it. Alright. That concludes our scientific endeavors. Now, we just gotta not die. Kind of want to watch it like this, though. I'm not actually 100% sure where Joule's atmosphere starts. Uh, 2 minutes and 15 seconds-ish. Alright, we're not going to push it. Yeah, we are. Who are we kidding? It's a gorgeous planet, though. If you guys have never seen anyone play this with the visual mods, highly, highly recommend. The visual mods, make this so much cooler. Alright. Oh, you know what else we could do for some science? We can do a crew report. Come on. Come on, don't screw with me. EVA report. There we go. There's some more science for us. Oh shit. That could have been bad. We are getting it. As long as this number doesn't drop below 190, I think we're okay. It's dropping slowly, but... we should be okay. Okay, so thanks for the heads up on that. 200, we got 15,000 meters to go. Alright, I think we're safe. Relatively speaking. I think I'm going to leave it there. That saves us quite a bit of delta V. Alright, let's go ahead and redeploy this, I think. And redeploy dash right here, solar panel. And redeploy our transmitters so that these guys can get Space Hulu. Oh, Lesky, I think we may have saved ourselves on this one, buddy. Oh, actually, we might be screwing ourselves. I didn't realize that this was the entire solar system. I'm so stupid. I am no rocket scientist, I tell you what. You know what I can do, though? See if we can't use our momentum here to, just go straight to Kerbin. What a shot that is. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? And we were worried we were going to hit Jewel. Remember that time we were almost worried that we were going to hit Jewel? Oh shit. Alright, alright, so we're out of the danger zone. Let's see if we can get home. Alright. So, what happens? I think we want it over here, maybe? No. Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. And then... oh, no. Hold on. I'm going about this the wrong way. I think... probably in here somewhere, maybe? What happens to our orbit? Alright, alright. There we go. It's way easier to see. Go back to here now. I am by no means a master at this game, by the way, so... If you haven't noticed. Ooh, that's not good. Maybe a little too much there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So... This is some crazy... alright. Alright, so... This would take us way out. So we need to dial this... Oh, there we go. Oh. Alright. Alright, that lost it completely. Hold on. That's the wrong direction. Huh. Alright. Back up, maybe? Up a lot more, maybe? What happens if we... Whoa. I'm not even sure 100% what the ideal transfer window for this is. Oh, shit. We're just going to kind of wing it and see if we can brute force it. I mean, we have 4,500 meters per second to play with. Whoa. Alright, so maybe I need to find out what the transfer window looks like. Yeah, you're not wrong. I was just hoping that I could brute force my way through it. I'm looking up the transfer window now, though, so... Joule needs to be at about 48 degrees. 48 degrees. Alright, transfer back to Kerbin, so... about 48 degrees. So where are we now in this? Whoops. Kerbin... Where's Joule? Well, I think that could be some of our problem right there, so... Let's... We're gonna have to skip ahead a whole year. Oh boy. I just got a trophy. Oh, we got a trophy for Flyby of Lathe. Nice. Did that affect, Hey, it boosted us up a little bit. Awesome sauceum. Alright. You good? You good? Yeah, we're good. Alright, so back to the time warp. So... Focus view. Here we go. Actually. Alright. Hopefully we don't crash into a moon. Actually, on that note... Alright, there we go. Alright. Uh-oh. What do we got going on? Why does my time warp keep jumping backwards? What is happening here? It should be okay. Do I keep hitting lathe? Is that the issue? Oh. What do we got here? Well, let's see what it does to us. It gave us some more altitude. I'm so afraid that we're gonna run into these damn moons. Alright, let's check our position. So... Alright. We're looking for about 48 degrees. What we got going on here? These moons are screwing my orbit up more, maybe? I don't know. As long as we don't crash into any of them, I'm okay with it. I mean, we have enough delta V to compensate, I think. Alright, let's... Oh my goodness. Yeah, our orbit is so screwed. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to eyeball this. I think we're almost there. Let's try about there. Alright. And then... Holy orbital hell. Oh my goodness. So... Oh, this is a tough one. I really don't want to do that. Frickety frack. Alright. So, this is going to be... This is going to be a tough nut to crack, I think. What's the delta V number for getting back? Hold on a second. So, if we're in Joule orbit, it should only be 160. So 160, 980. All right, so on a good day, about 1,100 meters per second. This is not a good day. What do we got going on here? down. Nope, that's not going to work either. I'm not sure how to fix this. Our orbit is so screwed up, I'm not sure how to fix it. What happens if I add a maneuver here and I push this down? Nope. Oh, that's not feasible. How do you fix this? I'm not sure how to fix this, guys. Our orbit got so screwed up time warping. So now what if I... Yeah, I know that. I know that. But the problem I'm having is that the orbit's so screwed up that I'm not 100% sure. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Let's see. I don't know. I think, wait, what if we draw this back? Like, way back. Let's... Okay, now, slowly go forward. Okay, a little bit more. Maybe drop down a little. Go up a little. No, 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 no. What if I play here? Nope, not gonna do it. Alright, 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 alright. Um... That's... Alright, 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 alright. We need to... Alright, where are we at? Maybe just do this and do a mid-course correction. Alright, so now... If I do... Come on. Oh my goodness. Kinda wish I had a PC sometimes. Okay, that's a lie. I wish I had a PC all the time. So hard to see. Okay. That's going up, so let's go this way. Probably just do this. Probably. So freaking hard to see. More prograde on the first maneuver? Okay, alright, let's try that and see what happens. Well, that got us... that... Come on. I hate this. Alright, there we go. Alright. There's that. Alright. Let's drop this down and see if we can't tweak this down a little bit more. Why am I not changing anything? What is going on here? Yep, you were right. You were 100% right. But why? Alright, what if I just delete maneuver 2? Oh, that's why. We don't have no more prograde to give. I accidentally deleted that. Where? What is going on? Oh, that's prograde. Oh, I'm stupid. Where is... Where the hell is my orbital line? What did I just do? What did I just do here? Oh my goodness, I'm starting to get frustrated. Alright, what is going on here? Maneuver. Alright. Can we be back in business? There we go. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I screwed it all up. That's okay, though. Alright. We are orbiting this way. So... let's start back from scratch. Alright. Okay. Now we come out here. Where? Try right here. Alright. So, let's go back to maneuver 1. Nope, that's going the wrong direction, so... Okay, back to maneuver 2. Wait, go back. Oh my goodness, come on, please. There we go. Okay, so what do we got? Alright, so... Why can't I get... Thank you. Okay. Okay, so need to prograde back out to Kerbin's orbit. Need to go up, right? Retrograde, maybe? This is proving a little bit more tougher than I was really originally thinking. But that's okay. So, what if I do this? Wait, there was an approach. Okay. So, what if I do this? Alright, what do we got going on? Let's go back one orbit. That's 554. Okay. So now... let's dumb this down a little. Nope. I think we dumbed it down too much. Oh, so close but so far. Where are we getting lost here? 287. 336. That's getting farther away. What if I... I think we figured it out. Come on. Keep it going. Oh, it's getting closer and closer. Come on, encounter. Come on, baby, go. No! Alright, back. Okay, dumb it down. That's 584. 76. Okay. So what if we dumb it down just a little bit more and slap a prograde? 600, no. 530s. 5446, 45, 43, 400, 385. Come on, baby, keep it going. Daddy needs to get these boys home. Come on. Okay, let's dumb it down just a little bit more. 7, 6, 5, 4. Do I see 4? Nope. We're going the wrong direction again. Wait. Alright, 5355, nope, okay. 251, 4, 46, 44. We're getting farther apart, aren't we? 3. No, we're still doing it. 2, 1. Come on, baby, don't let me down now. Is that what that is? I've never tried to do this many maneuver nodes at once. But you know what? Kind of curious to see how close I can get this. But you know what? I'm not gonna... Nope, 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 nope. Alright. So... let's go ahead and lock onto target. Man, Oleski, if you hadn't pointed that out about changing both maneuver nodes, I'm not sure how long it would have taken me to figure that out. So I appreciate you. For real. Hey, it says someone else joined the stream. Appreciate it. If you join in the stream for the very first time, we're playing Kerbal Space Program on the PlayStation 5. We're arguably playing the hardest way possible. Because not only are we playing the console version, which everybody says is the harder version, we're also playing on controller, which... So 12 minutes, 6 minutes, and... 14 seconds. And we're playing without any of the DLCs. It also doesn't help that I make silly mistakes. A lot. What did I say? 6 minutes and 14 seconds. But if you guys are tuning in for the very first time, do me a solid favor and hit that thumbs up button. Every thumbs up goes to save the Kerbins. It also pays for their space Hulu. Or Space Paramount Plus. They watch a lot of South Park. Lots of South Park. Except Bob. He likes SpongeBob. 16, 15, now. We got Oleski down in mission control, guiding me, because my smooth brain can't figure this out. It also doesn't help that I've gone long periods of time between playing. I'm working on starting a different job. Gonna be a $6 an hour pay increase if I can nab this. I just gotta wait for them to set the interview date. Now we got a long, long burn ahead of us. Hopefully we don't hit no moons. This is the very first flight of this design. It features 7 nuclear engine. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, this one has 7. 7 nuclear engines. We have named this ship the Tensei Zangetsu. It is a bigger version of the Getsuga Tensho. I'm really glad we're doing good on electrical charge for being this far out. I was wondering how the solar panels would work, being so far away from the sun. That's not helping me at all. I can't differentiate the lines. Why can I not retract them? Oh, right here. I'm slow. No need to have them out. I mean, there's no reason to have them in, but there's no reason to have them out. They don't do anything in the vacuum of space. But yeah, those nuclear engines are putting in some work. Kind of wondering what kind of fuel I'm going to have left. So that's 2,000. Will give me 1,800 after this. We're going to be cutting it pretty close, but I think that's a good thing, really. Most of the time I have way more fuel than I actually need on these rigs. So, while we wait another 8 minutes. How's the weather for you, Oleski? It is still raining out here. Well, maybe not. Just wet outside. I don't think it's actually it's still raining. I'm not sure which screen's more interesting to watch during this. About halfway there. Almost halfway. You know what I could try to do? You can warp the way your engines work, and you can rotate and other sort of things. It's the same type of warp like in atmosphere. Yeah, you can, but on the console it's real finicky. Now if I... Oh no, we don't want to do that. Hold on. The reason I'm doing this is because if I can dump a bit of this RCS, we'll drop our weight faster, which will increase our efficiency quite a bit. So yeah, the console version is super limited on what you can actually even do. And it doesn't. It also does not help that playing on controller is extremely difficult. Because I can do a physics time warp. I can do that. But the chances of it going here. You know what we can do? I'll hold on. This button. We'll risk it for the biscuit. This should be good, I think. Well, that's definitely not good. Well, Yep. Nothing we can do about that. Let's see how close we can get it. If we can get it anywhere in the vicinity, we can launch a jittery jet out and or a yeah, it'd be the jittery jet that we send out to go after them. So what do we have left? We have less than half of what we need. Make your orbit as round as you can and make it right angle. Yeah. Well, let's do some playing around since we're not going to make it completely there. Yeah, you are correct. Alright, so what can we do here? Let's jank this all the way up. Man, we are not going to get very much out of this. I think that's as good as it's going to get. I think you're quite right there, Oleski. We're going to have to just deal with this and launch a jittery jet out to pick them up. Although, if I strip some of the art, well, that wouldn't be a very good idea because we're going to need RCS for a rendezvous. At least some. Oh my goodness. Hey, at least we got to go visit Jewel. We grabbed a couple of achievements on the way. We got a boatload of science. And I mean, it could have gone worse. It could have gone way worse for the first trip to Jewel. But now we have 2 rescue missions that we have to launch, which is cool. We'll probably end up going to grab Jebediah first. We'll go, what I'll do is I'll retrofit the jittery jet with a control core, so that way I can remote pilot it. And we'll launch a mission to Eve to pick up Jebediah, Bill, and Bob. We'll bring them back home. And then if outfitting the jittery jet with a probe core works out, then we'll do the same process and launch it again. And what we'll do is we'll try to launch it at a really similar angle. So like, we'll try to match this angle right here and meet up with them. Because the jittery jet is way more efficient than this. Like, this did exactly what it was supposed to. I think we might have been able to shave off quite a bit of the meters per second fuel usage that we were using. It's just, I'm still working on being efficient. Efficiency is what I'm lacking right now, because I spent a lot of time just trying to build bigger ships instead of being more efficient with the ones that I have. You know what? Since you're here right now, Oleski, what we'll do is we'll save it. And I'll go back to the Space Center, and I'll show you some of my other builds that I got. We'll let them float for a minute before I shut this down. Because the best ship that I have so far, I have 2 ships that perform really well. One of them is a Getsuga Tensho, which I'll open up the Getsuga first. Where's my Getsuga? I think it was the Mark 8 that I use. Yeah. Kinda can't zoom out anymore, can I? But this is the Mark 8. It's got just under 10,000 meters per second at the launch. It uses asparagus staging system. And I can even remove these were for a different mission, but they can get removed. Hold on a second. That's the 804. The Mark 9 was a failed design. Yeah, that's a more of an accurate representation. But the Getsuga Tensho is a completely chemical rocket. It doesn't utilize the nuclear engines. It's still asparagus staged, and I've had a lot of success with the Getsuga. And then after the Getsuga, we built the jittery jet. Where's my jittery jet? The jittery jet clocks in at less meters per second. Again, I was testing out sending some science. I think the Mark 5. Hold on. That's the old design. That was the first design of the jittery jet. definitely not as powerful. Oh, passed it. I might even be able to make some small modifications and squeeze out just a few more meters per second. But, yep, this is the jittery jet in all its glory. And I think I get more meters per second if I take these lower fuel off. So, like, if I do this, I think I actually end up with higher meter per second than... Or wait. Hold on, no. I know what I gotta do. We gotta go back here. Uh, 8,000, so if I take this off... Yeah. Pretty sure that all these kinda took away from... Whoops. I'm just curious now. Because I added these on thinking that I would get more meters per second, but I think it actually worked against me. Multiple vector engines for the first stage is good because I use it and it has a great amount of delta. I might try that. I've been having trouble squeezing more delta V out of my builds because... Yeah, see, that dropped me 600 meters per second. But... No, don't save. If I wanted to save it, I would save it. Quit asking. If I go down to... Where is it? The Tensei Zangetsu. This is the one that is stranded currently. And it only has 5,000 meters per second on the launch pad. But that was the first flight that I ever tried it. I'm gonna have to go through and test out that vector engine. Hold on, where is the vector? There it is. I'm gonna have to go through and test that, because how many do you think would replace the Mammoth? Like I said, I've been having a lot of hard times figuring this out, because the Mammoth is the strongest engine I got. I was a big fan of the Rhino there for quite a while. And I also like the mainsail. But yep, this is where I've been stuck. I try to build bigger, and it bites me in the butt. I try to build smarter, and I'm just not that smart. I think the Getsuga Tencho was the pinnacle of my designing ability. I've tried building multiple landers and didn't really work out. Oh, this was the, yeah. It's not gonna work. It's just too heavy. I think that's the biggest issue I have with this design, is that it's just too heavy. I mean, hold on, if I go... It's 1,366 tons, or 56 tons. Now, in a vacuum, it's impressive, but at sea level, not so much. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. I appreciate you, Oleski, dude. Next time I get a chance to go live, or next time I get a chance to play, I'll toy around with the vector a little bit. Maybe putting 4 vectors on this stage right here would be beneficial. But I think I'm going to have to redesign my reusable rocket. It's like 300,000 tons. I use it for building stations. Nice. I don't have a reusable rocket yet. I haven't figured that out. I have not figured that out yet. Hold on. Actually, I do have reusable rockets. I just haven't had them since Generation 1. Let me, let's see. Generation 1. Let me see. Those were recoverable. This was a fully recoverable rig. Every part of it could be recovered. Oh, only the first stage. Yeah. I took this rig to the Mun and Minmus quite a bit. It was definitely overfueled for that, though. But I gotta get out of here, man. I need to lay down and take a nap before the kids get home, and I gotta work tonight. I will keep tinkering around with it, and I hope I see you coming by in the next one, and maybe I'll have something impressive to show you. But till then, I appreciate it, man. Try to have a good one.